What's up mga kuya? Welcome back to the channel. So this is the Rakk Talan, Rakk Gear's newest and the first ever wireless gaming mouse, and it's great. That's it. Thanks for watching. So here's the thing. I've been spoiled by the Razer Viper 8K so much so that I actually needed to use my Machinik M8 as a reference and kind of a comparison for the Rakk Talan, since these basically have the same sensor and I needed to get used to how a 1000Hz polling rate feels like again. Obviously, a comparison with the Viper 8K isn't fair at all. Again, 8000 Hz. So yeah, and even though Rakk Gears and ECPC sent me this for a review, this review will be from my own thoughts and opinion, just like with every one of my product reviews. Here's the unboxing experience. So I've been using the Rakk Talan for quite a while now, and here are my thoughts. Let's start off with design and specs. So the Talan has a PixR3335 sensor Huano switches, specifically the Huano Blue Shell, meaning you're getting a 20 million click life expectancy, up to a 1000Hz polling rate, 16,000 dpi, 100% PTFE fit, and I'm just not gonna say the other terminology for that. Connects wirelessly through 2.4 GHz with the dongle receiver that you'll find inside the mouse. 580 mAh battery, a Type-C charging port at the front of the mouse, comes with a 6-feet paracord Type-C to Type-A cable. Build quality of the Talan is real solid even with its lightweight at just 77 grams. No creaking of any kind with the mouse. The mouse is 120mm long, 63.5mm wide, and 39mm tall, and is a perfect fit for my hand. Take note that I have average size hands. You can remove and customize the top shell cover with a honeycomb design and replace it with a solid shell cover, which I prefer. Also, you can remove the top shell on the right and left buttons. The Rakk Talan has an ambidextrous design but no back and forward buttons on the right side. The DPI button is at the top, which I prefer, nice and clicky, the same with the back and forward buttons. The scroll wheel has a very nice and smooth feedback and offers just enough actuation force that you won't accidentally click it. Although what I don't like, and I guess the only thing that I don't like about the Rakk Talan, are the Huano switches. While they are nice, tactile, and clicky, Huano switches are a bit heavy for me and would have preferred Omron switches or any other lighter switch, but I guess that comes down to personal preference. If you're a fan of Huano switches, then that's great, but if you're not, then you're gonna have to find another wireless gaming mouse since the Talan doesn't have hot swappable switches, unless you know how to solder and desolder and don't mind voiding your warranty. As for the LEDs, you have one at the scroll wheel which also acts as the DPI level indicator, one LED strip at the bottom of the mouse, and the Rakk logo, which is actually inside the mouse, which you can only see with the honeycomb shell cover. And for me, this is a more sleeker and minimalist design which I really like. And before we continue, this would be a good time to remind you guys that if you like my content, then of course leave a like, consider subscribing, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on my latest videos. As for the software, you can customize pretty much every aspect of the Rakk Talan, from the button functions, DPI, macros, and lighting effects. And cool thing is, you also get to see the battery percentage of the Rakk Talan in the software. In terms of battery life, as long as you're in the 1000Hz polling rate and both LEDs are turned on, you can expect to get an average of 4 to 5 days of use out of the Rakk Talan, with maybe about 2 weeks of use if you're in the 125Hz polling rate and both LEDs are turned off. You know, if you're not using this for gaming. Also, the Rakk Talan has two power saving features. One is where the mouse turns off after 10 minutes of inactivity. And number two, which is really cool, the LEDs automatically turn off when you're moving the mouse, which makes sense. You won't be able to see those LEDs anyway when you're using the mouse. And last up is performance. So for the TLDR, the Rakk Talan performs quite the same as with my Machinik M8 which is great. It's the same experience whether you're using it in wired or wireless modes. So pretty much no lag or latency in tracking or click response. It's great for competitive gaming. And here are my usual tests. First up is the freakout test to see if the sensor can handle fast mouse movements. No problems here. Next up is the flick test. Next is the sniper test to see if the Talan can find aim with a sniper rifle. Nice and smooth for the most part. And lastly is the lift off test to see how much the cursor moves when lifting and dropping the mouse at the same spot. It's good with a 1mm lift off distance. So in summary, the Rakk Talan is great, especially for Rakk Gear's first ever wireless gaming mouse. For those into competitive gaming and also looking for a great value wireless gaming mouse, this is a no-brainer. So this isn't available as of making this video but will be priced at $2,095, which is a steal. And I was told that this will be released sometime around March. And for me, the only thing that Rakk Gears can improve here is making the switches hot swappable, maybe in their next version of the Rakk Talan. I'll leave the link in the description if you guys want to buy this. So yeah, hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Leave your questions in the comments if you have any. Of course, the good stuff, use my Shopee, Lazada, or Banggood affiliate link if you're buying anything from them. It helps me out a lot. Like my Facebook page for other posts and updates that I don't post on YouTube. Watch me on my Shopee lives where I talk about pretty much anything and get a chance to win cash prizes. As always, stay safe mga kuya. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!